Like, this thing is cool. This thing makes me want to climb a mountaintop and yell yeet for the first time. What's up, guys? I'm Chris from Badlands, and today I have the privilege, nay the honor, to show you the Krytac Vector. Krytac is a combination of the Kraken and Tactical put together. So this is part mythological creature, and sure enough, it lives up to the name. This thing is dirty. All right, let's take a look at the Vector. Now, this is one of my favorite guns. It's an SMG. It's something that I like to use in PUBG. I think it's really cool. I think it's futuristic looking. I really like it. And since I play a lot of CQB, this would be ideal for my play style. So let's take a close look at the gun. You have a negative 14 millimeter Defiance tip, which is a counterclockwise tip. You have a metal outer barrel. Of course, a polymer body throughout. You do have a metal top rail as well as a metal undermount rail for flashlights, lasers, grips, what have you. As we move our way back, you can see here you have a large window, and that is so that you can access your hop-up. Now, it's a rotary style hop-up, and it's numbered as well. So if you're using 0.2s, let's say that you would use a 3 on your hop-up to get the proper amount of lift from your BB. If you're using a 0.25, you'd use maybe number 5, right? So you can gauge accurately what you're going to use for the type of BB you're going to use for that day. So that's very cool. The charging handle is located on the left side, and that allows you to open up the hop-up. However, you could just flip it up as well. Really, that's all the charging handle does here. It just opens up the hop-up or the ejector port, so you can access the hop-up. As we move back, you have 2 levers here. So this will be your fire selector, and this will be your safety. As you can see here, there's quite a bit. So as you can see here, there's semi, 2 round burst, and full auto. So there's smile, giggles, and full on lull right there. Something unique about this safety is it's actually a kill switch. So when it's in safe, it's actually cutting off power from reaching the mech box or the motor. As we move back, we have the Gen 2 Vector stock here. Of course, you have a undermount loop for your sling. And as we move back, you have your butt plate. Now, it's a rubber butt plate. It'll be comfortable when you're shouldering the rifle, as well as giving you a little bit of added grip. You can adjust this butt pad, but with the use of Allen keys here, you loosen these guys on both sides. You'll get a little bit of extension to accommodate for that arm fit. So as we move back to the grip here, this is something I want to show you. It's quick, easy access to your battery. Now, this is the battery bay. One of my gripes with it is there's not a lot of room, but they had to put it somewhere in such a compact gun. So this is where it is. It's a small Tamiya connector, which is very common out there. If you're looking to maximize the space in your grip, you may want to switch this over to Dean's. I'm struggling to get it out right now. There we go. So you have a small Tamiya connector. If you switch over to large Dean's, this will give you a little bit more room, a little bit of leeway with the battery you can use. But you're going to be using a LiPo 7.4 or 11.1. Easy enough to put back on. Very cool. So as you can see throughout the gun, you've got a ton of Vector trades, just like the Real Steel variant. Let's check out this side. It's a beautiful gun. And as we work our way down, you can see there's a couple pins here. I want to point these out because these pins, if removed, the bottom of the gearbox can come out, and you can quickly change your spring. That's huge. For anyone who likes to go indoor and outdoor, changing your spring is key for changing your FPS. So if you like to go indoors on the weeknights and then outdoors on the weekends, you're gonna have to change your spring, and this is gonna be very easy to do. Okay, so on the table, we have a few things that come in the box. Of course, there's the Krytac Vector manual. It does appear that they've done this on reclaimed or recycled paper. Good job taking care of the earth. Thank you, Krytac. We appreciate that. Next, we have the magazine. Now, this is a 95 count magazine, so it's a mid cap. When it comes to M4s, I prefer using mid caps. When it comes to something like this, where it's a proprietary mag or something that's harder to find, not necessarily proprietary mag, but something unique to the gun, I'd almost prefer using a high cap, just because these may be rarer and harder to find, as well as more expensive. So I think with this gun, I would have preferred a high cap, but the mid cap is good nonetheless. We have speed loaders. We will proceed. We will rise up and keep playing. You also get a small segment of Picatinny rail. This can mount on the right or left side. That way you're able to attach things like lasers or flashlights. That's going to help you, especially in CQB when you're playing in dark areas, or even at night when you're also playing in low light conditions. We also have the front and rear sight. These guys can be adjusted for windage. They'll go on the gun simply like this, and they're easily removed if you plan on running a red dot, which I highly recommend. Overall, this is a high-end gun build. I think you'll really enjoy it. You really want to get this in your hands so you can feel it. The weight is realistic. It's almost 6 pounds, which is virtually the same as the real steel counterpart. There's very tight tolerances. I don't feel any wiggle in this gun whatsoever. This thing is built really, really well. It's understandable why it took a while to get this made. It's done right. So check these out. Go to badlandspaypal.com or a store near you. As always, I'm Chris, and I'll see you on the field.